Hi, brothers and sisters. I think it's about time that I share my experiences with the wedding bells with you. And it happened 3 times. I've had 3 experiences with the wedding bells. And really, the significance of it, what made it interesting was the timing, and that was what made me know that there were the wedding bells. Okay, it goes. In one of my previous videos, I talked about how I was basically being attacked because of how I was telling the people that the rapture was soon, although I myself wasn't forcing the idea on anyone. I was just simply saying the bells are ringing. I just looked and saw 44. Anyway, the bells were ringing, and that was what I said, and I got some attack on that status, and then I put a next status saying that things work out in funny ways, because I had seen that the confirmation where the 2 other sisters were saying that they heard the wedding bells, and so I just felt comfort from that it was a confirmation for me that yes, the wedding bells are ringing. People are even hearing the wedding bells, and I was thanking God for that. And then I prayed to the Lord, and I said, Lord, can I hear the wedding bells too? Because when I was saying that the wedding bells were ringing, I was feeling it more in my spirit, and so I was saying, Lord, can I actually hear the wedding bells? And He let me hear the wedding bells that day. And I was on campus at the time, and our campus has a tower in the middle with the bells that ring. And as far as I've known, the bells always went off at a regular time. After so much time, then they would go off repeatedly. And that was how they did throughout the day. But this recent time that I've been there, they go off irregularly. And just perfect timing that they would be the wedding bells. Anyway, it goes that I prayed to hear the wedding bells. And the day that I went to go check the status, this is the first time I heard it. I went to go check the status, seeing what people were saying on the one where I was saying things work out in funny ways, because I right after I said the status about the wedding bells, I saw 2 confirmations about 2 sisters hearing wedding bells, and then just as I was checking that status, the bells went off, and I just laughed because it was cute, and I really liked that. So that was the first time that I heard the wedding bells, and I know they were wedding bells because it was at that specific time, and it was totally relevant and everything. And I was just thanking God for it. And then the second time I heard the wedding bells, I was telling a sister that I was telling her about that first experience that I had. And then she was asking me if the bells were audible, and I was telling her yes, they were. And by the way, I'm going to make the tune that the bells made. They sound like dun 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 dun. That's what the bells sound like. Anyway, I was telling her, yes, I heard them, and then right after I told her that I was hearing the wedding bells, what should happen? The bells went off again. Like, shortly after I had just sent her the text. And at that moment, I texted her, I was like, oh, here they are again, I'm hearing the bells again. And at that specific time that I texted her, when the bells went off, the clock, it said 6:44. And the reason that that's very significant is because 6:44 is significant. I'm going to make another video about that because that is huge. I just got an understanding or a revelation of something yesterday that tied together the 44s that I've been seeing since the 23rd of July. But anyway, so the bells went off again, the wedding bells went off again when we were talking about the wedding bells, and it happened the 44th minutes after the 6th hour, and that was the second time. And the third time that I heard the wedding bells, I had just been on my way out to get something to eat, and I was singing the song in my head, the Holy Wedding Day song, and I really love that song. It's beautiful, and it makes me so happy that we're going home. So I was singing that song in my heart, and the song is about the wedding, the bride to Jesus. And so as I was singing that song in my head, the bells went off again. Kind of like a compliment, like the bells ringing while I'm singing the wedding song. And so those are my 3 experiences with the wedding bells, and I just wanted to share that with you guys because it happened shortly after I made the video about the attacks that I was getting over the rapture, and I just saw 444. Anyway, so yeah, This is not coincidence at all, and I just want to encourage you guys. We are going home really, really soon, and I can't wait to see you guys with the Lord. And that's all. Bye.